So now we're about where chapter 8 was, or chapter 9?
It's not just us. Everyone is going insane.
Good. Any ships yet?
Maybe. Can you get to the vehicle depot? The one in the command center?
Yeah, I'm almost there now. Hey, I see it. Isaac, there's a ship. Isaac, up here.
So time to get the Carver. Whoa.
I was just being attacked.
You've been standing there doing nothing. I said the ship needs fuel. Hit the switch on the big tank down there.
Yeah, so we didn't get to see it because of the co-op nature of the game, but Isaac didn't have any visions this whole game, and Carver was the one who was having the visions and standing still. But now, for some reason, Isaac is affected. Because he thought he was clear of his dementia after defeating the his marker in Dead Space 2. This is a much more dire set of circumstances that we find ourselves in. These enemies are totally molded. Just look at it. There's one right behind me. I can see its tentacles. Oh. So, yo, Carver, am I doing okay, buddy? Can you help me out? Time to go.
Of course. Here, it's just a little.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
The shock drive on this thing is out. It's only got impulse.
So we're stuck.
Just stuck on this star system. We can make it as far as the flotilla. We'll just have to find something up there to play with. We'll make it home. Don't worry.
Worried? I don't know if I'm dead or alive. What's the worry?
Carver's the best, I'm telling you guys. Bye-bye, Tau Volantis. Maybe not fly at the Necromoon? Just a suggestion. Could not say that word.
Let's pull in here.
Terra Nova? Why?
I'm reading one of Unitologist's transponders. It's coming from the cradle.
What happened to the other ships?
The one up in the minefield, I guess. Keep scanning for ships that are intact. I'm gonna have a look at this one. Wow. Looks pretty messed up.
Does it have a shock point drive?
No. It's been gutted.
Got it. What the hell for?
Maybe they took it onto the Terra Nova. I'm gonna head in.
Yeah, okay. You check the bridge. I'll poke around and engineer.
So now we're back in space, where we can finally use all the air that we bought and never needed. The DLC is pretty short, but I think it's pretty good. It doesn't redeem the game entirely for its mistakes, but it's like, man, if the whole game had this direction, there would have been no problems at all. Because I stand by the fact that, at least the opinion, that Carver does not ruin this game at all. Like, a co-op shooter can be scary. The reason it's not scary was all the things that we covered before, but, you know.
Hello. If anyone out there is still sane, you have to finish the plan. We thought we could use the ship's reactor to power our shock point drive, but they've taken it to the conning tower at mid-station and locked me out. If you can get to the bridge, there should be a way to defeat the lockdown, but you'll need to... No. Time for you to join the church, brother. No! Get off me! Stop! Stop!
Carver,
Bad things have happened
you hear
here.
that?
Yeah, you think you can lift the lockdown?
I'm about to find out.
Yeah, so there's like dead bodies in the image here. And conning tower is where we faced that guy who had been dead for 200 years, and he was like, "Sorry, but I have to kill you now. I'm gonna trap you here with me." Some squats in the elevator. Keep our core strong. This sure is a long loading elevator. There we go. Seriously, if the whole game had this art direction, no problems. There's the bridge. Can we see the planet from here? Not quite. You can't see our handiwork. And if you notice, we're fighting humans now, not necromorphs. Hey, Randall Carr again. With the voice came a wave of uncontrollable expressions of faith. One of the more devout in our group chose to meet the voice sooner rather than later, and scattered his brains on the ceiling. The rest of us left the planet to make ready the way as the voice commanded, but in our haste we failed to anticipate the ancient space mine still floating in orbit. Many of the faithful were called home. The rest of us have regrouped an intact derelict ship, the Terra Nova. We managed to salvage a shock point drive from the wreckage of one of our dropships and hope to adapt it to the Terra Nova's reactor. But our group is splintering. Faith has given way to madness, and a new church is forming. My only hope is to get the ships functioning so we can turn to Earth before we are taken by these new distractions. So those are humans. They've cut out their eyes, they've destroyed their arms and limbs, and they've attached blades. They're trying to make themselves living necromorphs. Which, to be honest, is how you do human enemies right in this series.
Carver, I'm heading to the tram. I should have the shock point drive soon.
Good. I'm not far from the reactor. I'm gonna go see what shape it's in.
Lead us, Isaac.
You alright?
Voices in my head. They want me to lead them.
Well, don't listen to them. We need to get home.
What if that's what they want us to do?
Isaac, when people hear voices in their heads, it means they're going crazy. You are going crazy, alright? Now get the fucking shock point drive. Shit.
Hey, Carver, you were the one going crazy this whole game, so... Now that is powerful imagery. Oh, text lock. There. More Randall Carr. It appears there aren't many of us left now who have submitted to the new church, who haven't submitted to the new church. They hunt us in packs, going quarter by quarter, trying to flush us out. They've taken to wearing their ceremonial hoods, but I can still recognize some of them. I can't be sure whose face is under their leader's mask. He claims to speak for the voice, and has gotten everyone obsessed with turning this ship into a church. As unitologists, we are taught from an early age that our bodies are sacred vessels that will be united when convergence comes. But this new leader teaches that our bodies are imperfect. He literally hews away the body's imperfections, replacing them with grotesque appendages. In honor of the voice, he makes his own followers gather the cast-offs in baskets as offerings. I don't know how much longer I can evade them. So he has them cutting off their hands and limbs and attaching blades and necromorph parts as offering. It's truly grotesque stuff, and it's like, oh man, if this was in the main game... Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but it's like... it can't be expressed enough. Okay, they're immortal, apparently. Their leader, apparently.
Now, my brother, you too will become one of us, a true believer.
That's super messed up, like crazy. Like this game is pretty much known for being a body horror series, but man, like having a guy rip off or like, cut off your appendages, that is some truly messed up stuff.
Isaac, what happened?
I don't know. I thought they were here, but...
Okay, we gotta get out of here before you turn into a basket case. Can you reach the conning tower?
Yeah, I can use the tram to reach the mid station. I should be there soon.
There's a conning tower. Yeah, like I said before, it's where there's a side mission earlier in the game. And this is the big room where we fought the regenerating necromorphs. There we go.
They are coming, my brothers. They are coming and they are hungry. Is your soul prepared to feed them? Or will you be judged unworthy and cast aside? Join me as we build a new church together. Not of brick and mortar, but of flesh and blood. Join me in a tribute so glorious that the heavens themselves will take notice. They are coming, my brothers, and we will be ready.
Next stop, conning tower.
Brothers and sisters, age of man,
Saint and Savior, and now Martyr, with all the hands
too little to go.
as offering. So gross.
We once trusted with our future.
Stasis support. We don't really need to mess too much with this stuff. I want to see maybe if we can get more damage on these things. Rate of fire was damage. I'm just trying to beef up my arsenal here.